Whoa. Well, I know it's working, but I gotta check the mic. Sorry, give me 20 seconds just to check the sound. Yeah, so obviously I gotta turn that up. Okay, there we go. So the sound should be up. Now I prefer if I can see it. Where is it? Here. There we go. Hello and welcome to Promenade Française. I got some really great news today. I don't know what happened, but as you may or may not know, I have 2 lessons per week with a tutor in French. And the tutor is just completely bored out of her mind because I'm an absolute beginner, as you know. And maybe if you've been following my channel, you also may be bored out of your mind. And maybe I'm also bored out of my mind because the thing is, like, I'm not the biggest French fan. In fact, I have all these, as you know, if you've been following me for a long time, I'm from Canada, and Western Canadians, we all have some issue. I mean, at least in my generation, when it comes to learning French, there was the French trying to separate from us. There's this odd, strange thing where nobody speaks French where I'm from. And so why do we have to speak French? And why do all of our products have English and French on them? And why is it that if you want to get into government, you have to speak French and like blah, 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 like all this craziness. But I mean, we were kids. So like, it was like today. Today I was in the park and there was this kid and he said he was speaking Georgian and he said, "Is that your dog?" And I was like, "I don't speak Georgian." And then he said, "Oh, do you speak Russian?" I'm like, "Wow, you're a kid. How is it that a kid speaks Russian?" Because every time I bump into a Georgian person, if they're a kid, they're like, "We hate Russians." And he's like, "Well, I learned Russian in school and my parents they push me to learn Russian." And I'm like, "That's really smart." And he's like, "Oh yeah." I said, "It doesn't matter if you like Russians or not. The language Russian is an instrument. It's a tool. It's something that you can use to help you in life. If once you leave Georgia, you will never speak Georgian ever again. The biggest economies speak what? They speak Chinese, English, they speak Russian, and probably French. There's more French speakers in Africa than in France. There's many countries that speak French. So, I mean, I know there's this whole Spanish debate, but this is another thing about being Canadian is that, I don't know, there's just the way that we viewed people speaking Spanish growing up was a little bit different than perhaps people view multiculturalism today. And so there was just a feeling like I don't want to learn Spanish. It was kind of similar to I don't want to learn French. Anyways, learning Spanish isn't going to help me to be able to get back to Canada and become a politician. So anyways, so I was in the park and suddenly I was like, I have a lesson tonight at 10 p.m. Maybe I should do some practice before I have my lesson. That's crazy, right? Like, this is a major breakthrough for me because I went from like, I hate French, I hate French, I hate French, to like, sometimes in business they call them like quick wins. Like quick wins. It's like instead of trying to do something big and difficult, what's the easiest thing that will get you started on the project? And then I just realized that, Elvira, do 1-1-27. I just got my first comment in the chat. I guess it's like do 1-1-27. I guess it means what? Are you 27? Is that what it means? Anyways, I'm definitely not 27. I know I look young, but I was in the pharmacy the other day buying some vitamin C supplements. And I was like talking to the lady, and I was like, I take all these supplements to make me young. And she's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Guess how old I am?" And she's like, "Are you 45?" And I'm like, "No, I'm 68." It was so funny. Anyways, welcome to Promenade Française. Sorry for that introduction. And, my alarm's going to go off. The dog's going to want to go running. But I just wanted to tell you that, yeah, I just had the feeling like, oh, I don't know, maybe it was from the last video because in the last video we used ChatGPT So, I made this video. It's called 15 Easy French Two-Sentence Conversations for Beginners, right? So we got 47 views as of now. So it's doing okay, the video. And as you know, I used 11 labs in order to, I think maybe it'll still show that text. Oh no, this is when I was helping this Chinese guy to, anyways, use 11 labs and it's going to give you these voices. Je suis très belle ce matin. Oui, tu es si belle. Anyways, I don't think you can hear that because I just realized I got my earphones plugged in and I don't even think this is going to work. I don't know which mic is connected even. Oh boy. I don't know how to check it. How do I check it? Can you hear me? Oh, it worked. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. I might just edit all of this out. So I'm just going to start again from the beginning. Hello and welcome to Promenade Française and welcome to the next 15 sentences. If you're wondering where the sentences are, then you can jump into the website Promenade Française, and right now we're working on Greetings in French Part 1. And it may seem like we're doing a lot of, grammar and things like that, and it's true. We are doing a lot of grammar. The grammar is not in the book. The book is just the sentences like this. Like right now, we're on this page. Salut Madame Parot, vous êtes très belle aujourd'hui. Merci Marie, tu es si gentille. We're focusing on trés and si. And today we're going to practice 15 more sentences. All right, if you're looking for the sentences, just jump into the Linktree link and click on I am very or so beautiful. It's going to take you to this blog article. You scroll down and you're going to see a Google link. If you open up the Google link, then this is the page that you will see. So now these are the games, right? It's je suis très, you add an adjective and then a time. For example, je suis très beau ce matin. I am so handsome this morning. Then the second person is going to respond either sarcastically or sincerely. Oui, tu es si what? So if I said, I'm so handsome this morning, the other person would be like, yes, no, sorry, wait, this is supposed to be très and si. So très is very. I'm so handsome. So I'm standing in front of the mirror, looking at myself, and I'm like, wow, I'm very handsome this morning. And then the other person is like, yes, you're so. They could just repeat me, right? They could say, yes, you're so handsome. Now, what I did was I used ChatGPT and I cut and paste all these things because, it's like step 1, just get used to the adjectives. Step 2, get used to the time. And in previous videos, you're going to learn all those things. Step 3, you can respond just by repeating what the other person said. But if you're a beginner, then it's too difficult to really come up with like a sarcastic reply. So I plugged all that into ChatGPT, and that's where the 15 sentences come in that video. You see, je suis très intelligent aujourd'hui. Now look here, it says très intelligent. So you're supposed to connect that. Je suis très intelligente aujourd'hui. The other person says, oui, tu es si intelligente. Tu as tout compris rapidement aujourd'hui. So that's what ChatGPT did for me, was it gave me an extra sentence. Now, it's true that these are like extra words, these are extra things, but as a beginner, I think that these are, within the range of something that you could get used to. If you want just a simple experience, je suis très intelligent aujourd'hui. Oui, tu es si intelligente. And you can go back and forth with your tutor, or with ChatGPT, or with the video that I created and just repeat the drill in order to practice those sentences. You don't actually have to add that extra little bit at the end, but you could. So anyway, I already made the video for that. Now, we're going to go all the way down, 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 down. We got 15 more sentences. All right, so tonight with my tutor, we went through all the sentences and we finished doing the pronunciation buckets. All right, so obviously in the next video, it's Thursday today, so on Tuesday, I'm going to upload another one of these videos. I'm going to make another drill video, like identical to this one, but with these sentences. All right, so let's just get used to these sentences tonight, and then you can know that next week on Tuesday, I'm going to make another one of those videos, which is drills using the 11 Labs AI voices. All right, so let's practice. Tu es. Now, since we're changing it from je suis to tu es, every single one, I always add this. Tu es, tu es. There's another one, tu es, and here's tu es. Now, this is the only one that's different, tu as. So, tu as, because it says tu es, you are so serious. Tu as, what is this? You are so serious. You need. So, in French, this is you have the need to laugh a little. Because in this case, tu as is have. Tu as, tu es. You can see it every time, right? Tu es très sympa. Tu es, tu es, tu es. All right, so let's go through those 15 sentences. There you go. Tu es très intelligente aujourd'hui. Tu es très intelligente aujourd'hui. Remember, if it's feminine, you're going to pronounce the T sound. And if you're masculine, you're not. Tu es très intelligent. Merci, tu es si gentil. De, all right, so here is our word. M'encourager. Rager, what's a one? Nine is a ou. Courager. M'encourager. M'encourager. So here it's me encourage. Good. Next one. Tu es très drôle ce matin. Tu es très drôle ce matin. Merci. Oh, merci. Tu es si sérieux. Or, tu es si sérieuse. Tu as. All right, now we got our pronunciation bucket. So we got. Now in this, I started adding letters to make it even easier. So instead of the vowel, we just added the number. Okay, so 5 is and 7 is wa. Besoin. 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 Is it besoin? Besoin. Besoin de. All right, so sometimes we have a problem understanding, is this a rear or a like rur? Like what's the I sound in French? So it's very obvious here, it's a I. Rire, rire, rire. Rire un peu, un peu. And I don't know, I think I don't do the pronunciation buckets for everything because I guess I'm just doing it for myself. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just doing it for myself. I'm selfish. Tu es, example number 3. Tu es très sympa ce soir. Tu es très sympa ce soir. Oh, dog's gonna get crazy. Merci, toi aussi. Now this one's interesting because the word tu, it's toi aussi. It's you also. You also, you are very nice. Toi aussi, tu es si sympa. C'est toujours. All right, so we got, what's it? This is for toi. A 9 is a ou and an a. Oua. Isn't there already a oua? Wa. Toi. Toi. This is just wa. It's a oo. Wa. That is a wa. This is not a 9-1. This is 7. Toi. Good. Okay, interesting. Toi. Tu es Tu es si sympa. C'est toujours agréable. Agréable. Why didn't I add? So I guess I didn't add this because I think maybe we already know this word. Agré. The E with the bump going up, it's a. It's a number 2. And we're going to see that one later. So just know agréable, agréable. I think this is relatively easy because it's like English. Although it means great. So in English it means agreeable. It is always agreeable to speak with you, but in English we don't say agreeable. C'est toujours agréable de parler avec toi. Example 4. Tu es très mignon cette semaine. Tu es très mignon cette semaine. Merci. Tu es si gentil. Ça me fait. Now, I only added this word, right? Plaisir. Plaisir. Ça me fait plaisir. It makes me happy. So it makes me pleasure. Ça me fait plaisir. Example number 5. Tu es très beau ce matin. Tu es très belle ce matin. Merci beaucoup. Toi aussi. Again, this is the one. It says 2. Toi aussi. Tu es si. Okay, so remember I was saying that this E with the like a line on it, it's a 2. A. Élégant. All right, masculine is élégant. 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 Why is this a? Élégant? Élégant. Élégant. I don't know. All right, let's just jump into Forvo. Élégant. It didn't give me any options. All right, so we got French. Élégant. Yeah, it's gant. Élégant. That's what I thought. Élégant. Hi hi ha ha. En français. Élégant. There we go. Élégant. Tu es si élégant aujourd'hui. Tu es très gentil cet après-midi. Tu es très gentil cet après-midi. Merci. C'est okay. So my tutor is saying you can say either c'est parce que, or parce que. Merci, c'est parce que tu es si sympa avec moi. It's a crazy dog. This is the dog, actually, he goes with me and Gordon when we go running. And if I don't go out on time, he goes crazy. And if he disappears, like during our walk, and then he comes back, or no, and we come back, but we can't find him, and then he doesn't get the food, because I give him food after he goes running with us, then after like 20 minutes, he'll start going crazy again. Anyways. Merci, c'est parce que tu es si sympa avec moi. You see, I didn't really add too much with the pronunciation buckets because I know these words already. Tu es très sérieux, tu es très sérieuse aujourd'hui. Merci, mais toi, but you, tu es si détendu. Okay, I didn't put it. Okay, détendu. So I felt like this one probably by now you could just read it. Détendu. Détendu. En français, en. Like eventually, right? At some point, we're just going to get used to the reading. And that's really what I've been doing basically for like the last 6 months on this channel is we're trying to get used to the reading and the way that they write things. Tu es si détendu, ça me donne envie, ça me donne envie. It me donne envie. I don't really know. Is this makes? Which one is want, and which one is makes? This one means give. I think donne is give. It gives me Well, we could just put it into the Google Translator. Is okay. I don't know what I'm talking about here. What is a woman? Oh yeah, that was that. Anyways, that was some kind of just like a new. Don is give. Oh, thank you, Florian. What is envie? Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're gonna go to French. So don is give, but what is envie? Envie is want. So it's like give, want. Well, thanks. Hey, this is the first time people are actually talking. Just so everyone knows, I'm trying to be more consistent, like with the time, like on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. All right, so it's give and want. It gives me, it makes me. So I guess the give. Well, if you're French, why are you watching the channel where I'm trying to speak French unsuccessfully? All right, so it me gives a want. Let's say we could just say I want or a desire. It makes me want. But in English, this is definitely want. Yeah, it's going to take me a long time to learn this. I also speak, by the way, I speak fluent Chinese and I speak pretty good Russian. So, but this French is just killing me. Thank you. You're so kind. All right. Now I'm embarrassed. Okay, keep going. All right. Now this is the word I felt like needs the pronunciation buckets. It's a five. Relaxer. 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 Ça me donne envie de me relaxer. All right, example number 8. Man, we're going slow. Let's go faster. Okay, tu es très amusante. If it's a female, tu es très amusante ce soir. Tu es très amusante ce soir. You know the real reason I made these sentences like this was... All right, maybe I'll tell you in the future. It's a secret. Merci, tu es si content. Tu es si content. Ça rend. All right, you see the R and the 12. Ça rend. So no pronouncing the D. Ça rend la soirée encore plus amusant. Now, usually we don't say the S, but my tutor's like, no. With this one, it's got the carryover. Plus amusant. Plus amusante. All right, example number 9. Tu es très intelligente aujourd'hui. Great. I got all these French people watching this telling me, well, at least everyone's being positive. I need it. Oh, I can't really do this. I can't make a comment without changing the thing. Okay, let's keep going. Merci, Merci, tu es si drôle, ça rend la journée plus... Oh, I didn't say the first one. Tu es très intelligent aujourd'hui. Merci, tu es si drôle, ça rend la journée plus... Okay, here. It's a, les. Now I put a J just so people don't get mixed up. Les, je, légère, légère. Merci, tu es si drôle, ça rend la journée plus légère. It's a met, let. Légère. All right, number 10. Tu es très drôle cet après-midi. Merci. Toi, tu es si calme. On fait un bon duo. Now here, the calm, it has an E at the end, but actually it's the same for masculine and feminine. Tu es si calme. On fait un bon duo. Duo. 8 is U, 10 is O. Duo. Number 11. Tu es très jolie ce soir. Merci, tu es si gentil de le remarquer. Remarquer. Number 12. Tu es très sympa aujourd'hui. Remember, there's 15 altogether. Merci, tu es si amusante aujourd'hui. C'est un plaisir. What is this? Plaisir. Here. So I put this one here. It's these two words. D'être. So the light 5, it's a but it's a light So it's d'être. 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 And 4 is a let. D'être. Ensemble. Ensemble. 13. Tu es très content ce week-end. Merci, c'est parce que tu es si agréable. Agréable. Okay, here it is. Agréable. What's a 10? Okay, it's toi, côtoyer. 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 What does it mean? It's so pleasant to be around. Interesting. Tu es... All right. We got lots of support. Thank you. Tu es très grand. Tu es très grande aujourd'hui. Now, I don't know if that's really a compliment. Merci, mais toi, tu es si confiant. I guess masculine, confiant, and feminine, confiante aujourd'hui. And the last one, number 15, tu es très sérieux, or tu es très sérieuse ce matin. Merci, toi, tu es si calme. C'est apaisant. Apaisant. Oh, wow. Apaisant. Soothing. All right. So that's the 15 sentences. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do the same thing that I did last time with the 15 easy French sentences. I'm going to use the 11 labs to create the voices, and then I'm going to edit it so that you can do this this practice. So that's for next Tuesday. So next Tuesday is not going to be a live video. And then on Thursday, we're going to do the same thing as the last video. So I'm going to have ChatGPT here. And we're going to do these. I'm going to practice these sentences with ChatGPT. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Especially thank you for Florian and Racusan for all of your help, and especially for your kind and positive vibes. And we will catch you not Tuesday. Tuesday's not going to be a live video, but next. Oh no, Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday is going to be, I'll just upload the video on Saturday, and then next Tuesday it'll be live again with ChatGPT. So peace out, and it's time to go for a run with my little dog, Gordon. What do I say? Bon voyage? Bon soirée? Or what? How do I say it? Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit.